It could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford want to challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. So I'll be going for Bud. If we fight Canelo.
You got Crawford over Bud? I mean, you got Crawford over Canelo? Sorry.
I'll be going for
Crawford.
You gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't.
Canelo. But Bud is one of the best adjusters in the game. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's going to affect the.
Errol Spence and Stephen A. Smith have shared their thoughts on the upcoming Canelo Alvarez vs. Terence Crawford showdown. Spence praised Crawford's decision to move up in weight, calling it a bold and admirable pursuit of greatness, and expressed his full support for Crawford taking on such a significant challenge. Meanwhile, Smith confidently predicted that Crawford will defeat Canelo.
Crawford Canelo, is this something that you could honestly think that should happen? There's weight classes for a reason.
It could happen. Why not? If Crawford want to challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. So I'll be going for Bud. If we fight Canelo.
You got Crawford over Bud? You got Crawford over Canelo? Sorry.
I'll be going for him. I'll be going. I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be on Crawford. I think if anybody can pull out, he can pull out. He's chasing greatness, so why not?
But don't you think maybe it's just he's reaching a little bit more than, or I guess biting more than he can chew, because it's.
Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Hoya and fought the other guy too. So if he can do it, he started at 47. So if he's doing it, why can't Crawford do it?
Stephen A. Smith emphasized Crawford's superior tactics and skills compared to Canelo's recent opponents. He highlighted Crawford's adaptability and ability to adjust under pressure, reaffirming his prediction that Crawford will win, standing firm until fight night on September 13th.
You got a love for boxing.
Yes, love boxing.
Who gonna win the fight, man? That's coming up, the biggest
Crawford.
fight in boxing.
Crawford.
Huh?
I'm not hesitating. Crawford. Hesitate.
Stand on that all the way to September 13th.
Love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo. You can outpoint him. Think about Canelo. One of the things that I don't like about Canelo, despite his greatness, and a neck as wide as Broadway for Canelo,
Right.
almost every shot has to be a power
shot. Yeah.
Not beating Crawford. Gervonta Davis's trainer, Cal, I think he said this. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble if he decides to engage, because Canelo is the naturally bigger, strong fighter. And I don't care that Crawford's gotten bigger, and I don't care that Crawford's gonna go in there big as Canelo. Canelo is accustomed to fighting at the weight, and Crawford is not. And Canelo is a genius in this regard. You don't see him show up for fights not ready.
He's always prepared.
He's always ready. He's always
that.
prepared. So I think he's the slower fighter, though. And I think that Crawford is brilliant as a boxer. And I think that between switching to conventional and southpaw, using his jab and movement, I think that Crawford is going to outpoint Canelo because he's faster. But he ain't got.
The discussion about Crawford's move up to face Canelo often involves Errol Spence. Many fans point to Crawford's dominant victory over Spence as evidence of his ability to handle big challenges. However, Spence reminds everyone that Canelo is a different fighter altogether. More versatile, with heavier hands, a sturdier frame, and extensive experience against larger opponents.
People thought Spence would destroy Canelo. That's why they linked Crawford would do what he did to Spence. He would do to Canelo. And the funny thing is, how many of you guys remember me saying Canelo will whoop Spence's ass? I was like, that shit wouldn't even be close. And the dumb shit is, they think that Spence is similar to Canelo. I ain't never seen two fighters more different than Spence and Canelo. But Spence worked behind the jab. Canelo, not so much. Spence is southpaw. Canelo, not at all. Spence had a textbook defense. You were sideways. Canelo, more forward with the earmuffs, with the catch and shoot. Spence, hardly any head movement. he blocks, and he breaks you down like a tank. Canelo, from waist up, his hand movements is incredible. I never seen fighters more different than Spence and Canelo.
Comparing Spence and Canelo can be misleading because they operate in different weight classes with distinct skill sets. Spence's style was straightforward and less versatile, whereas Canelo's experience against elite fighters and his heavier punch make him a unique challenge. This contrast highlights that Crawford's upcoming fight isn't simply a continuation of his rivalry with Spence but a completely new challenge.
I don't see Crawford knocking Canelo out. If Canelo lets Crawford get away with boxing, he may have a shot. If Canelo comes in there and boxes and cut the ring, Canelo has a chance of knocking Crawford out.
What?
Yeah.
You said Canelo got a shot at knocking Crawford out?
I think he does.
Wow.
Remember, Crawford coming up for 135. And I don't know if y'all remember when he fought Gamboa. Gamboa rocked him a little bit too. And we talked about Canelo Alvarez.
That was a long time ago. If we gonna do that, Canelo got rocked by Jose Miguel Cotto.
I didn't know that. But on the real, Canelo has faced a bigger opposition. He's faced a bigger and a harder punchers. Who has Crawford faced that's a big puncher? Canelo's taking more hard punches than Crawford. The tail of the tape is going to be if Crawford can take the power from Canelo and can Canelo box with Crawford and potentially hurt him and finish the fight.
Zab Judah commented on Canelo's decision to bring Jiren Boots Andis into camp as a sparring partner. Judah believes this will provide Canelo with valuable preparation, as Andis is one of the most dynamic fighters at welterweight, helping him get a feel for the speed and movement Crawford brings. However, Judah noted that Andis and Crawford are not identical. Crawford's style is more cerebral, switching stances, controlling distance, and setting traps.
It makes a difference in being able to see a lot more punches coming at you, a bigger guy throwing a lot more, sharper and volume of punches. Yeah, that makes it a little difference. But still Crawford is still a different technical fighter than Boots is. You know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of technician. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a right there in your face, take away and counter, lock up, counter. You know what I'm saying? Which Boots is out of there, out of there, boom, out of there. You know what I'm saying? A different kind of fight. Does it make...
Judah emphasizes that while sparring with Ennis can sharpen Canelo, it's no guarantee he'll be fully prepared for Crawford's unique, tactical style. The unpredictability of facing the real opponent under fight night pressure cannot be fully replicated in training, making actual ring experience irreplaceable.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense they work with him, but you know what I'm saying? Will it make a difference in the fight? I don't know. I just think that it'll get Canelo more used to younger guys, faster hands, you know what I'm saying, coming at him like that. Is he still going to be able to deal with the different technical moves that Crawford is going to do to him? I don't know.
Oscar de la Hoya offered a balanced perspective, recalling Crawford's earlier struggles against Yurkis Gamboa. He pointed out that if Crawford had difficulty with a smaller opponent, facing a bigger, stronger Canelo could be even more challenging. Nonetheless, de la Hoya praised Crawford's technical prowess, his timing, counterpunching, and adaptability, highlighting his status as one of the sport's most skilled fighters.
Do you feel that Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
That's the $1 million question. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yurkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters. Yeah. He's not getting rattled at all. No. Berlanga's a big kid. Yeah. So it makes me think, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle.
De la Hoya noted that the fight's intrigue lies in the clash of Canelo's size and power versus Crawford's ring intelligence and skill. The high stakes and unique strengths of both fighters make the outcome unpredictable, adding to the fight's global excitement.
With Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem, and Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather. So there's
Don't you think Canelo's a better fighter than he was then? Today?
A better fight? Yeah, a little better. Yeah, his footwork is still the same. He's flat-footed. He's very heavy. on his feet.
Obviously, Canelo has the power to hurt anyone.
In this game, power means a lot. If you can't keep your guy off you, or you don't know how because it's too much pressure. Right. And the one thing about Crawford is that he knows how to handle the pressure. He's a savvy boxer, you know? And he doesn't run, and he has that heart. He's a dog. He has that heart. You want to fight?